Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Shell and I've been losing weight, first with Weight Watchers and now calorie counting since the beginning of January, the first week in January this year. So far I've lost 3 stones 2 pounds and hoping to continue that today. I've had a really good week, sticking to my usual plan. I tend to eat to my maintenance calories for 2 days a week and the rest I eat maybe a couple of 100 calories under, and it seems to be working. I'm not having any trouble sticking to it, so that's the best thing. And it's been a beautiful week, so hot and sunny. I apologise if you hear any banging or drilling, next door having some work done, so if you do, that's what it is. But it has been a gorgeous week and we've been sitting out in the garden and getting some washing done. Oh, it's been so nice, and I hope you've had a lovely week as well. I've been watching everybody's videos and everyone's getting out and about now, going out for meals, going out for picnics. It is really lovely. So it has been a good week. We've had some new foods. I did Sainsbury's shopping last night, but there was nothing exciting in it apart from one pizza, which we'll try over this weekend, and I'll let you know what that's like because it was a new one to me. But we did have, now, these are still from Asda. I'm still working through my Asda goodies. This is, I'll spin it round, this is Asda's plant-based sweet potato and coconut curry in a tin. I haven't actually got anything to rave about this week. Normally I'm raving about how lovely everything is, but this week everything was a bit mediocre, as was this. It was nice. It's in a tin, a nice tin of curry. It's 298 calories, which I had for a meal over some rice. But it was all a bit sloppy because the sweet potato was very soft, the veg was very soft. So it was nice, but I like to have something with a bit of bite in my food. When I'm having it for my tea, I like something maybe with some chickpeas in, or I might have been better having half a tin and putting some chickpeas in it rather than having the whole tin. The flavour was lovely, but it was just all a bit soft. But it was very nice though. Now another night we had this, which is Asda's chickpea and lentil dal, again in a tin. This is very nice actually. I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't turn out to be sin-free on Slimming World. I wouldn't like to say, but it doesn't taste like it's got any oil in it, and I know the one from Morrison's is free on Slimming World. It's at the Mazada chickpea dal, which is my favourite one. But this tin was, I think it was 390 something calories. It was round about 400 calories, which isn't bad for a tin of chickpea dal. It was very filling. I had it with rice, and it was really nice, chunky, lovely flavour. Sometimes they put a bit too much cumin in for me. I'm not a fan of cumin, but this one was just lovely, so I highly recommend that from Asda. And this was another meal that we had. I'll show you the box. I'm not sure which way up it goes, so I shall spin it round that way. I'll spin it round that way. This again, I think, is Asda's plant-based tikka, masala and rice. It's a ready meal in a box, and I've got the empty carton as well here. As you can see, it comes with the 2 compartments. You get rice in one compartment and curry in the other. And it was lovely. It was really tasty, but there just wasn't enough of it for me. It was 461 calories, which is quite good for a whole meal. But for me, you'd need something else with it. A nice big piece of bread, or maybe some vegetables if you haven't got the calories. Need something on the side to bulk it up, because I could eat 2 of these easily, which I suppose you could. It would only be 900 calories, but it would turn out to be a bit of an expensive tea, I think. But it was really tasty. I wouldn't have anything like this for a midday meal, but I suppose if you were to have it for that, it would be just a nice amount. But that's a bit too many calories for me, over 400 for dinner time. But it was really nice. I wanted to have it because it got so many rave reviews on Asda. So it was lovely. And the other thing, which I really like, are these. I'll turn it different ways up. Andy laughs at me because I always seem to show it upside down or the wrong side. These are Asda's duckless spring rolls. and they're lovely. But then I'd say they're exactly the same as the ones you get from Sainsbury's and Tesco's and Ocado. It wouldn't surprise me if they were all made by the same people. They're that similar. They're gorgeous though. I think they're 125 each, calories each, which is pretty good to have something on the side, and they're quite big. The other Sainsbury's own make of duckless rolls, they tend to be tiny, you know, you could just pop one in your mouth, but these are a good size to have on the side. We had this with curry one night. I think that was one of my maintenance nights. So I had curry and rice, and the curry had tofu in it, which bulked up the calories, and then some bread and one of these on the side as well. So it was quite a hefty meal. I think it came in at about 900 calories for the whole meal. But they're gorgeous, really tasty. And the other thing I wanted to show you, which is something we get often, which is this. It's a jar. It's quite a squat fat jar. It's Biona, B-I-O-N-A, Seton pieces. And we often get these. We got these in Asda, but you can get them in lots of places. Oh, and they're lovely. They're like meaty chunks, and they come in, I think it's like soy sauce and ginger marinade, and I used some of that marinade in the stir fry that we had with this. I tipped some of the sauce in. It's pretty much just a salty sort of sauce. But the funny thing is about this Seton, that when you bite it, it like squeaks on your teeth, which makes us laugh. It's a bit of a strange sensation, but I like it. It tastes really clean, you know, it can't have hardly any fat in it, surely, because it really squeaks on your teeth like a really squeaky clean thing. It's lovely. Now, that was, for the whole jar, it's 322 calories. I put it in a stir fry and it did us 4 big meals, and there was plenty of meat to go around because it's really packed in. Although it's not a very big jar, the jar is packed with these meaty chunks, and you just pull them out and chop them up a bit because they're in big chunks, and chuck them in the stir fry. Lovely. And that turns out less than 100 calories for the meaty part of the meal, and it's so tasty. I'm pretty sure you can get that in nearly every supermarket. So that's all I have to tell you this week about the things we've eaten. As you can see, some really nice things. We had chips one night with, what did we have with the chips? I think we had a pizza with the chips, but one that I've already showed you before. That was nice. We've had stir fries. I've cooked a lot more veg this week, so we've had curries, stir fries. I think we had a chilli. Yeah, I've had a lot more cooked meals. So I haven't anything else to say, so I'll do the weigh-in. Last week I weighed in at 10 stone 6 pounds, which was a loss of 3 stone 2. So anything less than 10 stone 6 pounds. Wait for her to wake up.
It's ready.
Okay. Breathe in.
10 stones, 4.0 pounds.
Right, 10 stone 4, so that's a loss of 2 pounds this week, which I'm pleased about. I don't feel much different this week. Sometimes you lose weight and you think, oh, I can really tell, I can really feel the difference, but this week I don't feel much. I've still got a long way to go. I was trying on some clothes the other day, trying to get something to fit, and I just don't feel good in anything yet. I've been walking on the treadmill every day. I still do that. I usually walk for about an hour and a quarter every day on the treadmill. Mostly to help my legs. I had a problem with my legs a few years ago where I tore first the calf muscle in my right leg, and it took me 8 months to get it better, and not long after I got that better I tore the calf muscle in my left leg, and that was another 8 months to get better, and it was really difficult because I couldn't actually walk for 2 or 3 weeks. I couldn't put my foot on the floor at all, not even to help. And even hopping on my good leg was excruciating. I've never felt anything like it. And I wasn't doing anything when I did. Each time I just stepped off the curb and it was like someone had come along and kicked me in the back of the leg. And that was it. I just about managed to get home, and it was just terrible. And ever since I did my left leg last time, it's swollen up, and sometimes it's at least half as big again as the right leg, and it's never gone down. So I'm hoping, which is really why I'm walking on the treadmill, I'm hoping that whatever's stopping it from emptying or whatever, that will help. I mean, it's got to help, surely, the circulation. It must be something to do with the circulation. And being so big on it can't help. So really, the walking on the treadmill is to just get that calf muscle moving, get the circulation going. And so far it's still more swollen than the other one. I don't know. I'm hoping it will eventually go down, but anyway, I can only do my best. So I hope everyone's had a good week. Although I haven't noticed much of my weight loss, I have noticed that since the hot weather's come in, at night I'm a lot more comfortable than I was this time last year. Last year in the summer, at night it was so hot. And I couldn't turn myself over in bed. I couldn't just turn over because I was so heavy. I had to reach out and hook my foot over the side of the bed to turn myself over, which is, was a bit distressing. But now I can just turn over, which is a major plus. And the other thing, which is one of the biggest pluses for me, is that I don't snore anymore. I got to the stage where I was really snoring loudly. And sometimes Andy would wake me up and say, "Can you turn on your side?" Because I snore when I'm lying on my back. And even I'd wake myself up snoring. It was so loud. And I thought, this isn't very attractive, really. You can't, it's so big, I can't turn over in bed and I'm snoring, and I didn't feel very attractive. But no snoring now. I never wake myself up snoring. Andy said I don't snore, and I can turn over, and I can just sit up in bed and get out. I don't have to heave myself up anymore. So these are the big pluses away from the scales. I know the scales are great and the numbers on the scales are great, but these are things that actually matter in your life, the things that change the way you feel about yourself. And I am starting to feel a lot better. I really am. I hope everybody else has had a good week. If you haven't had a good week, because I know we're opening up and people are going out for a few more meals, it will settle down once the novelty wears off. And I hope everyone's been getting out in the sun, enjoying the lovely weather. I hope to have another good week this week on the calorie counting, and I'll let you know next week how I get on. Please let me know in the comments below how you've done. I love to know how everyone's getting on, and I watch everyone's videos who does one. If I don't watch your videos and you do one, pop your name in the comments below, and I'll come over and have a look, because I always love to look at everyone else's videos and see how they're doing. It really is inspirational. So take care. I shall see you next week. I'm off to make my Slimming World chips, as we usually have on a Friday, with a Kiev, mushy peas, ketchup. Really looking forward to it. You take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye.